With Christmas only a couple of weeks away, holiday shopping is ramping up, and with that shopping can come some hidden risks. With multiple options for shopping, like ordering online or over the phone, some shoppers are naturally concerned about whether their information is secure or at risk. Some shoppers also worry that ordering gifts online that look like a good deal may not turn out to be what they thought they had ordered at all. That was the case for holiday shopper Robert Niles, who ordered 2 sweatshirts that weren't as nice as they looked online.
Graphics were perfect, clean. I get them and they were just like smudgy, all crappy. The material's really thin.
Niles said it took almost 5 months to deliver. He says now he takes a deeper look into companies where he orders